Welcome back, everybody, to another VOD review. Today, we've got a VOD request for Zen Moira in Bronze since Season 32. And let's see, Grumpy Monk here writes, I desperately need advice on my gameplay. Bronze 4, 350 games this season, 52 win rate. I've been playing Overwatch since 2017, so about a year after its release, roughly. And ranked since season 32. Wow, you played a lot of non-ranked non-competitive games then. That's a lot of non-ranked. That's surprising to me. Alright, support-wise, I can play Ana, Bat, Brig, Moira, and Zen, but only play Brig and Zen. But only Brig and Zen are 60% win rate. Okay. I've worked on my positioning previously, and I think it has gotten better. I think I need to work on my ult usage, among many things. Here's a quick loss on... Okay. Alright, so I haven't watched the VOD yet, so we're going to be watching this all together, so let's see what we got. Oh, I forgot to launch my pen. Let me get my pen up. Okay, so let's do a little looking at the team comp. So this team, all right, so the one thing I'm going to say is Zen with Mercy does not fit this team comp very well. Mercy's going to pocket the Echo, which is what she should do. You could pocket the Tracer, which isn't a bad choice for you, but where does that leave your tank? D.Va is a bullet sponge. She is so big. She's so big. And her head hitbox is probably like that, virtually. So who's healing the D.Va here? I don't like Zen with D.Va. Not saying it can't work, but it's definitely not going to work with a Mercy. Because if Mercy suddenly has to pull off all of her healing to deal with D.Va, she's pretty much going to be locked on D.Va because she's going to have a hard time keeping up with it. And then suddenly the D.Va won't be aggressive. And then where does that leave the Echo? Now, yeah, you could be bouncing your orb between Echo and Tracer, but... is that really the optimal thing here? No, it is not. So, I know it said in here too that you play a little bit of Moira. I don't like Moira with a lot of these heroes either. So, who should you be playing? I would suggest Ana. I would suggest Bap. One of those two. Specifically Ana first and then Bap second. Bap could definitely keep a D.Va going. Ana 100% could keep a D.Va going. And then once you have the cart, you could be pushing as Ana, pushing the cart. Not that you can't do it with Zen either, but I think Ana would have been a better play here. So anyway, we've got Zen gameplay to watch, so let's see what we get out of it.
Engaging thrusters.
Shall we journey together?
Okay, so the first thing I'd say is you've got to target, get the Discord orb out, and then start shooting. I mean, you could basically be doing both at the same time, but good job on getting a headshot there. You made that soldier think twice about where he should be standing. Again, you had an opportunity for a Discord orb. I don't think you have your healing orb out on anybody at the moment. That's not good either. Your healing orb should be out as much as possible. So get that healing orb out there. I guess I would suggest having it either on Echo or D.Va right now. Tracer definitely needs it. Where is Tracer? Where were they in relation to you? They were off flanking. So you could have had that orb on Tracer before she went in. That would have been another great target for your orb to be on. And then getting your Discord orb out, I don't think you've thrown it on anybody yet. And then once the Discord orb is on somebody, ping it. Make sure that your team knows it's on somebody. So you got the healing orb on Mercy. Mercy is fine. You could be taking it on Diva, stealing a little bit of the healing. Remember I told you who's going to heal the Diva and then the Mercy's going to get locked on Diva when your Echo desperately could be using that pocket instead and could desperately also be using your orb. Okay, you get it on him. But see, the second now you guys get Echo healed, now Diva needs healing, and now the Echo can't be aggressive. You see what I was saying? I called this perfectly. So get that Discord orb on somebody. Okay, you got it on Diva. So you see how you guys are so locked into just healing Diva here that Echo dies. Mercy reses Echo, and now Diva dies. You guys aren't playing a good healing comp for what your team is trying to do. It's just fact of the matter. You're going to struggle here. There's nothing, and it doesn't even necessarily have anything to do with you or the Mercy's gameplay. These two heroes just can't do it. It just can't. And this goes against why I say you can't one-trick in Overwatch 2. You just can't do it. I was guilty of one-tricking in Overwatch 1 a lot. Not that I needed to. It was just more of a stubborn thing and feeling like I can get away with it. And you kind of could in Overwatch 1 on support to some extent. In 2, you can't one-trick, in my opinion. I mean, you can do it, but you're going to run into situations like this where it's just simply not going to work. And it's just your hero's inability to give what the team needs. Your team it needs more healing than this.
Harmony follows you.
So, okay, that's if anybody ends up watching this, that's a DPS or a tank player, and you've backed up to this point, and the Zen gives you the orb, especially if you're a tracer. Like, let him get the orb healing ult charge off. I mean, you guys desperately need the trance at this point just to move in, right? Like, that's just something that's, like, so desperately needed. Like, that's free ult charge right there. And then they just grab the health pack. Like, that's poor IQ off of the tracer there. And that, as a support player, that irritates me. So okay, you got the Discord orb out. Make sure it's pinged so that your team knows. Not that really anybody can take advantage of it, but just it's a good habit to have. So I'd probably be throwing the healing orb back onto Diva, and when the Tracer starts engaging a little bit more, getting it back on them. You don't really have a good lane to be shooting at, so I would probably be moving away from here and kind of keeping with your Tracer. Either that or going all the way around and then shooting up that alley over here. You kind of don't really have any good line of sight outside of, I mean, you could be shooting at the sim, but to be honest, that's not going to be an easy target. And at the moment, you don't have any line of sight on anybody to be healing. So the healing orb isn't on anybody. So this spot here I take issue with. Yeah, you're safe, but you've got two people that are overextending and taking damage, and you can't do anything about it. You got to get that healing orb on somebody. Same with the Discord orb. I mean, yeah, you could throw it on Sim, but I don't think Sim is taking any damage at the moment. So yeah, your Tracer just died. That could have potentially been avoided.
Your end is within my
So again, nobody has a healing orb. That healing orb's got to be out. And then now that your tank is, Tracer's dead and Diva's demacked, which is the equivalent of almost being dead. You guys just got to back out. This is a lost fight and a lost cause. So you hopefully will be the last. Okay, so Mercy's going to res you, but at the detriment now of the baby Diva dying, although maybe that's a good thing. I don't know. I mean, she was kind of close to getting her mech back, but so get that healing orb on Echo and back out. Everybody needs to back out. Get it on Tracer and back out. Get it on Echo. Okay, yeah, this is just a complete. See, this is the problem with lower tier games. your team doesn't, this team here doesn't, we've seen in some games that are a little bit lower that they'll know to, you know, come out of spawn, group up, and move in. This team doesn't know to do that. I don't know why they don't know to do that. I feel like people like myself who do VOD reviews have been screaming group up, go in as a group together for at least 5 years, maybe even longer, to the full extent of 6.5. But, you know, these DPS aren't doing you guys any favors at the moment. So at this point, just wait out the soldier ult. You guys are so close to being in your own spawn anyway. Just wait. Because you can't trancing a soldier ult would be a great use of your trance if you had it, but you don't. So just wait it out. Also, why aren't we healing D.Va? Wow, big pulse bomb. That's really good. But again, your healing orb's not on anybody here. If you were healing more, you might have had trance for that soldier ult. And then you guys wouldn't have had to basically stay where you were. And you could have maybe even pushed that. Because D.Va can eat soldier ult. So you could maybe wait for Defense Matrix to eat some of it, and then you could trance and then push in and be aggressive. So, okay, sim walls. Your D.Va's been demeched. Your Echo's about to die. Orbing one or the other, I'm completely fine with. But at this point, now that Sim just threw up her wall, this is another situation of just full-on retreat again. There's nothing to do here. Just fall back. Kick. Okay, I would have just done a melee kick. Yep, alright, good job just using your cover and not dying to kind of a dumb D.Va bomb. So your positioning here is too far forward. You're frontlining as Zenyatta. That's something you never want to do unless you're about to pop trance. There's no reason to trance here. So you just got to wait for your team to move in, which they're struggling to do because you and the Mercy aren't providing adequate healing due to your hero choices. Get a Discord orb on the D.Va there. Also get a healing orb on somebody. Echo would be a great choice here. Good job killing the Symmetra turrets because your team's completely ignoring it, but also get a healing orb out, please. Another thing I want to say is I've seen a couple opportunities. I called one out for doing a Zen melee. Just on the off chance you or anybody watching doesn't know this, Zen melee is incredibly strong in Overwatch 2. It almost does as much boop as a Lucio, but except on a tank. It actually does more boop on a tank. And then on top of that, I don't remember off the top of my head what the number is, but I believe his melee damage is stronger than other people's melee damage. Not like withstanding Junker Queen, because Junker Queen has like that bleed effect. But make sure you're looking to get a couple kicks in once in a while. Now, I'm not advocating frontlining to do it, but there was a time like when D.Va, right before she did her D.Va bomb, you could have done a kick. Right there, you might have been able to get like one kick off just so that she didn't fall into cover there, and you might have booped her back this way and could have, you know, your team could have done a little bit more damage. Those would have been two chances to just get a melee off. So here, tranquility. Okay, you're trancing. So, all right, it's 4v4. So trancing here is okay with that understanding, but so on the off chance you watched my Lucio VOD from the previous day, Zen fits the same category as the Lucio. Your ultimate is a defensive ultimate. You want to be primarily using it to counter ultimates. Soldiers is the best one here to be countering. But then Moira's could be a potential good one. But that's really all you got. So you're trancing here because your positioning's bad and you're about to die. That's not a great use of your ultimate. However, I will say one thing that is a little bit of a caveat to the rule I'm giving you. Your team is in such dire need of healing that doing a trance to push in isn't the worst thing in the world here. So let's just see how this plays out. So you should be moving up with it, getting to your diva, getting to your echo. Your echo just copied diva, so now enabling them to get a diva bomb off would be a great choice. Okay, and you're doing that, so good. Okay, get your healing orb on. So at this point in time, get your healing orb on the Echo Diva so that they can be aggressive, go in and get a Diva bomb off. That's what you're looking to do here. So, okay, good for the Echo to get the ultimate for the Diva bomb, but that's a terrible Diva bomb. That's not going to kill anything. They got to shoot that up. I need to go into third person mode here. They got to shoot that up into the air. And then have it fall down and blow up, and then maybe they get something, but that Diva bomb's not going to do anything. So at this point, get your orb on your Diva. Right now, you're frontlining. Look at where you're at. Look where they are. Look where you're at. Why are you there? There's no reason for this. You're just asking to be picked first and dying, and your team's already struggling to stay alive because of the Mercy Zen combo. So the least you can do is be one of the last ones alive so that your healing orb is getting max value, which is something you haven't really been doing either because you just haven't been throwing the healing orb out enough. But this positioning here is no-go. Okay, so at least right now you're playing behind your Diva, but you have ranged heals, so you're still too far forward, but at least you're behind the Diva, so you've got some cover. Playing back here into here, or on the off chance, considering where you're at right now, if you could get into here or even up into high ground area, could all be advantageous spots for you. I wouldn't really advocate this spot or this spot. I'm only suggesting it because you're already kind of like halfway there. I would be playing more to the right side spots that I pointed out. Okay, so see what I'm talking about? You made yourself diveable to the enemy Diva. And now it makes your Diva have to retreat to you, which is I'm actually impressed your Diva is doing that. At least I'm assuming that's what they're about to do. Let's just... Oh, they didn't. Okay, never mind. So, yeah, you dying here was 100% your fault. You were too far forward. You were an easy target for the enemy Diva to kill, and you died because of it. Your Diva maybe could have saved you, but they shouldn't have to because you shouldn't have been there. And it was just a good play on the enemy Diva. This is what it was. And again, as I was saying before, playing off to the right would have been the better move. So, alright, so you're just waiting for your team to respawn. You're in a little bit of a danger zone if they like really move up, but they don't. But okay, so now you just took some damage you shouldn't be taking. Frankly, this Diva, they could just come and kill you right now, and you would have staggered your team. This is just, frankly, this Diva could be killing you.
30 seconds remaining.
now they can't, but, you know, before. Okay, so your Mercy and your Diva both need heals. Get the healing orb on something. Yeah, so you see what I'm saying from before. This Diva just can't live with your healing choice. Now, to counteract this a little bit, the Diva should probably swap at this point if you and the Mercy are both being stubborn and not swapping either. The DPS are swapping, so I give them kudos for that. I'd honestly like to see one of the DPS going Soldier 76 just to provide extra healing at this point, because this is honestly hard to watch from a support main perspective. Like, you two are you and the Mercy are really holding this team back just off of your hero choices. It's just the fact of the matter. There's very little more you could be doing to change that by staying Zen outside of just keeping the healing orb out there more. But like just being on Zen this long is really just holding this team back. Because Mercy with the Echo and now Mercy with a Sojourn is something I advocate on all of my VODs when I see this. So it's really falling on you to be not Zen at this point, and also having Diva not being Diva. They could be playing a shield so that they could eat more damage. They could be playing Sigma where they could eat more damage that way, or they could just be playing Roadhog. Roadhog is actually a very free play here just because there's no enemy Ana. But yeah. So it's not 100% on you, but a lot of it is on you, especially considering they're being stubborn on Diva. But the thing is Diva's not a bad choice here. Oh, that was good. Good job. I'd like to see more of that, though. Charged right clicks around corners. You haven't done a lot of that, but that right there was perfect. Do more of that. Just to touch base on that. Wait, I didn't go back far enough. Okay, just to touch base on that. Wait, I'm still not back far enough. Here, this should be... Why is this like one of the first times I've seen you do this? Why aren't you charging right clicks around corners and shooting them out? I don't get why you don't do more of this.
What legacy?
Again.
What legacy is worth?
Like right here, you could have had a charged, you know, at least 2 to 3 shots at the minimum, or going to the full 5, and then shooting it around this corner. There's no shield here. It's just full of squishies. You could have easily gotten another pick right here and opened this up for your team to actually move in a bit. Or even right here, you could be I mean, I get you got to reload, but you could be charging up another set of shots and then shooting it around the corner, just, you know, right around there. Oops. But, so, here's the thing. As I say, charge around the corner with your right click. Why are you staying right there and being an easy target for them to kill? Look what's happening around you. There's a lane, and it's very small for them to just shoot you because you're just standing there, and you're also standing still. But who else are they going to shoot at? It's just you revealing yourself, and you're Zen. And on top of that, you almost have your ult. There's not much time left, but... had you have landed a charged right click from over there just a few seconds ago, you'd probably have your ult and you could just move in off of that. So think about that next time when you're not charging your right clicks. Make sure you're doing more of that. Because had you have done a little bit more of that, you might have had another trance. You would have had another trance. And you would have been able to at least contest the point Would it have gotten you the point? Would it have won you the round, or, you know, at least gotten you a point? I don't know, but it's at least getting more value out of your kit. You know what I mean? All right, so now we're on Moira. So, all right, let's do a little Moira study here. Does Moira go with this team comp? Let's see. So, good for healing Orisa. Good for healing Torb. Can be okay for healing Sojourn. And should be good for healing Brig. So the only issue I take with this is, why did we want, and I know I'm not talking to the Mercy player when I'm VOD reviewing this, but why did we stay on Mercy for the whole round, only to get off on this round when you've got a great pocket target in Sojourn? I just, that doesn't make any sense to me, but that, I know I'm not talking to you on this one, but that bothers me. If you've got somebody on your team willing to go Sojourn, you should be mercy pocketing them until that hero gets nerfed. That hero is so strong. All right, so I'm looking for a damage orb down the middle. Yep, just like you did. Maybe giving a little pre-spray to the Sojourn, which you do, just so if they start taking any early damage, that the juice just heals them a little bit. I'd like to see the Torb where the Sojourn is. I don't think dropping down this early is what you should be doing. I'd probably, instead of spraying the Torb, get down to where you're at since you're down here, and then just bouncing the healing orb off of here to here. You know, just bouncing it that way. You'd get more value out of your orb, your next orb, when you have it, and then just saving your juice for something else. And then I'd also probably teleport back to the stairs here to get back to your Sojourn, because I don't really like you being down here in general. Or you could have shot the orb from high ground, and then it could have just bounced from the ground up, because, I mean, it's not like they're that low. Or you could do the crazy thing of trusting your teammate to heal them. So at this point, you kind of lose track of the Orisa. Orisa's your primary healing responsibility. So once they started getting to half, that's where I would have looked for you to drop down and then just start spraying the crap out of them. And then you throw a damage orb into nothing. Or was that... Wait. Maybe that was just a damage orb from earlier that bounced back into your guys' way. Okay, never mind. I take that one back. So at this point, yeah, just start healing people. You could be right-clicking that soldier just to help out Sojourn. Yeah, okay, you tried. You were a little too far back. That's fine. I kind of thought you were in range for that too, to be honest. So no harm, no foul on that one. So, all right, you're playing Moira into D.Va. Defense Matrix eats orbs, right? So you got to be careful on how you use your orbs here. What I like to do is one of two things. One, I like to see if I can bounce the orb behind D.Va. So, like, you know, shooting it this way and then into the back line. Not here, I wouldn't do this, but sometimes I like shooting it, like doing a jump and throw so that it like goes over the heads of them, and it either makes D.Va look up to defense matrix it, or she just says it's not worth it, and then you guys start eating it, or the enemy starts eating the damage anyway, or same thing with the healing orb. You know, it makes them have to do something mechanical they wouldn't normally do. So that would be two suggestions into playing Moira into D.Va, or you just wait for the defense matrix to be gone and then you throw the orb out, making you more patient playing. You could also throw the healing orb into your back line so that the defense matrix just isn't around it. So at this point, they're pushing in quite a bit here, and you don't have a tank. You guys should be in full retreat. I like the idea you had, but yeah, I don't think you were close enough. I probably, just to rewind this a little bit, I probably just would have tried to get up to here and then just healing from down here, or, you know, yeah, that's actually exactly what I would have done. I would have just, and then you could drop down to the point if they start moving in. That's what I'd have been looking to do here. So I like the idea, at least that you know that you need to teleport out of here because you're in trouble. But where you're going is not the greatest spot. But your whole team needs to get out of here, and it looks like they're just trying to fight this. This is not likely to be winnable for them unless the Torb or the Sojourn start landing some key headshots. So considering where you are now, either playing, I would not be playing that room because you're an easy dive target for the D.Va, so keep backing up, keep backing up, keep backing up, keep backing up, back up, back up. Yeah, playing from in here is okay. I would say either playing in here or playing to that room off to the right. I guess I could show this real quick. Clear that off. That room right there is what I'm talking about, like doing another teleport back into here. Because now you're going to be with your tank. And let's be honest, we don't have to be holding the front of this point. We just have to hold any of it. So even if we've just got this little section right here, that's enough. So falling back, and then once you're here, you can be healing your brig. She can probably use her mobility ability to get over there. Brig could throw an armor pack, and then suddenly you guys are all in a good spot. So that's what I'd be looking for to probably be doing here. Let's see what you do. Let me get back on you here. All right. And you do have your teleport right now, so I just want to throw that out there too. Like, you can get to where I'm talking about. So, yeah, I don't like the mobility choice of the Sojourn. I feel like Sojourn could probably be getting better value from here. And you also need to be moving back because you're currently frontlining. Don't need to be doing that right now. Get out, get out, get out, get out. I'm okay, considering you didn't get out, I'm okay with you going back into this room, but you should be getting out because right now your team's not your team isn't getting any healing value from you, and your brig is low. So let's go into third person mode. Actually, let's just go all the way out. Let's just watch this. Let's watch this from up high here and just think about this. Let's go back about 40 seconds. Maybe that might be too much, but... Okay, so right here, this is where you guys should be falling back, right here. Luckily, nobody dies. Somebody should be dying here, frankly, but... Fall back, fall back, fall back. So now imagine if you teleport over to here and then heal the brig. They go this way. They throw an armor pack that way, and your Torb is fine over there. Just imagine that happening for how this all plays out. Because now your tank's back. Let's slow this back down again. Yeah, perfect. So right here, now imagine all that happening. Now I know some of this is beyond your control, but just think about this. So if you're back where the Orisa is, that D.Va bomb... Oh, I thought, for some reason, I thought they were going to D.Va bomb. Don't C9 the point, so yep, stay on it. So, alright, let's take a look at... okay, you have plenty of healing juice. You should be completely spraying... You should just be holding the button down on your tank right now. Hold it down on the tank, hold it down on the tank. Healing orb is fine, although I probably would have shot it up that way so that it can heal you and then get to the Torb. It honestly might not even make it there, but that's what I probably would have done in the spur of the moment decision. Yeah, I don't know if it would have actually gotten there, but why did we get off healing your Orisa? You've still got healing juice to be giving. I will say one thing. Your Orisa could be doing you a favor on trying not to take so much damage here, but you've still got healing to give, and you're trying to gain more healing juice, which, I mean, you're getting to the point where you almost need it, but you need your Orisa alive more than you need to get to about 3/4 of your healing juice. So, yeah, you're going into DPS Moira mode, and let's just say you did kill that Pharah. What difference does it make? Because you've still got a full HP Diva who's got 2 healers pocketing them to deal with. You need your tank desperately here. So killing Pharah doesn't matter. Now to that effect, is this fight most likely just lost anyway? Yeah, probably. But your best chance of holding that was to keep your tank alive. So yeah, then that's it. So this is a quick one. But one, right click Zen. Do a lot more of that. 2, orbs. Just orbs and ping. And I'm talking for Discord orbs. You could be pinging when you get dove too, but pinging Discord orbs, making sure your healing orbs are out a lot more than they currently are. And 3, falling back. Falling back way more, and not, being in a position where you find yourself frontlining, I think would have been advantageous. And then I do want to add a 4th point, which I don't normally do much of, but team comp awareness. You and your Mercy held your team back significantly by not swapping. Same with the Diva to some extent, although I didn't really hate the Diva pick. I just hated it with the healing. But with that said, your team comp awareness of not being aware that Mercy Zen could heal that, that needs to improve too. Because that was a big reason why your offense there didn't do anything. So I hope you found that helpful. And yeah, I'll catch you guys on the next one. Thank you for watching, and have a good one.